Hello Ospreys, my name is Tony. Every week I scour the indie game website itch.io and pick 5 games to play. This week, to celebrate the 5 pixels of Elden Ring footage, I'm going after Souls-like games. After playing through them, I'll tell you which games you'll enjoy and which you should avoid. This is Games Jam. Blasphemous is a game that can only be described as interesting. It's focused around this crazy religious world where religion has grown fanatical and overzealous. You play as a man who has taken a vow of silence and now has to learn the ways of this world. The atmosphere in this game is incredible, from the character designs to cutscenes to the somber guitar in the background. Everything in this world works to fit its gloomy atmosphere, including the mechanics. The game is super combat focused with an interesting dynamic between platforming and combat, and an interesting moveset. The checkpoints are sparse, but enemies don't do as much damage as, say, Dark Souls enemies do. It makes it getting around a bit easier, but enemies are slightly hard to dodge and can knock you off platform. I think the difficulty here is good, and I really love the atmosphere. Go to play! Ancient Abyss has a great roguelike vibe mixed with the classic Souls formula. It's 2D, so it's similar to like an old Zelda game, but it has the dodge and the double attacks and combos and stuff like that that really work with the Souls-like formula. I like the upgrades that you get throughout the game, and I feel like it really makes you or incentivizes you to keep going and keep trying to find new things while playing through the game and to keep going through and keep getting more and more upgrades. I feel like the design is really good for a relatively new indie game. Like, I haven't seen something like this done before, and I think it's really interesting. I think the game has some good ideas for upgrades and weapon swapping that keeps me wanting to play it, and there's a lot of unique ideas here, and I think they all really work really well for this project, and I love how much passion was clearly put into this. Hopefully you have time to play this one. I really think it's a good one, and you should give it the time of day. Apocalypse is a great idea for a game. I think the art style mixed with the mechanics really works. I really like how the game uses its spear in multiple ways. So like you can throw the spear into a platform and it sticks, and you can use it as a platform and use it to get to higher spaces. And I really like how the art style of the game doesn't affect the gameplay of the game. Though I am very disappointed that the game does run at 30 frames per second. It gave me a bit of a headache at times, and it's just really hard to play through a game at that level of frame rate. Otherwise, I think it's really good, and I wouldn't recommend it because of the frame rate, but I would say keep an eye on it because it's still a demo and there's still a lot to go on, and I think that it could turn into a really good game. Cinderlight has some good ideas that ultimately fall flat due to the missing elements of the game. I really think that the concept is good and the art is really good, and just to get that out of the way, but I feel like what's missing is the gameplay. There isn't any hit stun, which is when you get hit and get knocked back and can't attack or do anything, so you can just spam attack to win. Each battle is just basically one of attrition, when you're spamming an attack and the enemy is spamming an attack, and whoever spams the most wins. It's just really feels unfinished, and it's just an attack and a jump and a move, and that's really it. The game needs like actual move that's like a dodge or a actual punishment for getting hit, besides lose a little bit of health. Without hit stun, you lose a lot of tactical ability and I really feel like the developers had a world they wanted to make and put gameplay second. which made me not care about the world and made me have an unenjoyable experience. You shouldn't play this one unless you want to do a study on what not to do in game design. Shackled is a game I feel like really has a lot of potential. I really like the combat. I think the design of it is overall really good, and I think that it works really well for what it's trying to do. And it could maintain a very long game, though the game is fairly short as far as I know. I never got to the end. I love the scroll system, which is where enemies will drop these scrolls that come with upgrades. I would have liked if they also had abilities with the scrolls, but that's just an idea. I wish there was more diversity in the map design. Everything feels really samey right now, which can make it hard to navigate and backtrack to where you died, which is one of the advantages of Souls-like games, is these maps that you can easily navigate because of the landmarks and how it looks. Overall, the game is enjoyable, and I would really recommend it because it was hard enough to keep me engaged. Hey, thanks for watching, Ospreys. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram at UNF Spinnaker TV. Remember to stay safe and wear your mask.